everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Buccaneers going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's get up to Ford Field in Detroit. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. First carry for Amir Abdullah. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL. And Detroit struggled doing that.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hit.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Bortles. Evans has it left side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Red zone opportunity. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Good call.
Bortles going to try and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
21, 32.
Stafford on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
A dump off for Abdullah. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 1st down, Stafford here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That's caught at the 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go now. Left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Ace.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, 20 bro. Set. 20. Easy.
On second down, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target, and it's third down. So here's the lineup, and in the backfield, it's Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, if it had been up to a lot of college coaches, would be an all-pro corner. But he knew he wanted to be a running back, and has proven why. Can run it, can catch it, and return kicks.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterback.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
What do you got? What do you got? Tighten up.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, here we go. There we go. Blue, 45.
First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Six yards to go here on second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Carlos Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. He's got daylight. 30, 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver, 105 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Shreds the tackle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill, the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Ryan on first down. He can't, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Tapper in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Ryan on second down. Evans has it left side. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking for someone to throw to. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Carlos Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, Stafford here. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Again, it's Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now it's Ryan. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So we've reached halftime. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Ryan on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Defense showing blitz. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
If they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Ryan going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They'll come out in the pistol. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They're going to run this with a tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st down, Abdullah. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Back now at Ford Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. One receiver to the left is Evans. On second down, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. So he was able to complete the pass, but he's also going to have to shake off the cobwebs after that hit.
I don't know how he saw anything downfield with that pass rush in his face, yet he stepped up and delivered.
Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Lions now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. So Stafford forced to depart. And they'll hand things over their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, They feel just as confident with him doing that as they would.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hill, the lone setback. Now a play for blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the wideout in motion. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And he's able to put it through. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Four down, check.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, If you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
it.